Ladies and gents, welcome to Reaction. This is America's Lucas attack drone get HIVEMIND AI injection. Agile sandbox. These are XBAT people, Shield AI. So I've seen XBAT drone, which is like a autonomous AI drone, not just autonomous one. It's not something with a basic function, then you just throw it out there, like how Shahid is, right? Like how Lucas is apparently. But now America's like, what if we make this into more complex AI thing? And there you go, Lucas gets a HIVEMIND AI injection. Yeah, so this is the thing. They took a drone tech from apparently Iran, from Shahid drones, and they're like, you know what if we made this a million times better? Let's voice on.
The U.S. military's copy of Iran's Shahed 136 attack drone is finally getting scarier than the original, thanks to a hot injection of HIVEMIND artificial intelligence provided by Shield AI. Now, last December, I broke down how America's new Lucas one-way attack drones do not offer the same range or payload as Iran's Shahed 136, but nonetheless could still become more dangerous weapons thanks to their two-way data links and Uncle Sam's major investments into off-board autonomy supported by advanced artificial intelligence. And now, here I am back on the I Told You So tour with the Pentagon just awarding a new contract to Shield AI to integrate its autonomy software, known as HIVEMIND, into these low-cost weapons. Now, this really represents a fundamental shift in how these Lucas drones, or low-cost uncrewed combat attack systems, can be employed in combat, giving them the ability to coordinate with one another to perform evasive maneuvers, distribute and reprioritize targets, and conduct swarming attacks, all without any human intervention. Now,
Imagine that swarm of Lucas drones, just what Iran is trying to do, but this time they're controlled by AI. US literally took the technology that people were saying is a threat to America. Oh, America and its technology is not going to be much when the swarm of 100 drone comes. America's like, hear me out. What if I do it and I put AI in it? Who's you going to do that? This is literally that. Imagine hundreds of them coming towards you with AI inside. And there's like AI is everywhere. No, it's not what it is. Remember like what its Shahid's limitation was. It can't do many things. It can't even target moving object much because of this. Now, if this has like AI inside, right, it can calculate in real time. It can be extremely precise. It can judge what to do, which drone will do what inside a swarm. That is deadly, man. That is Terminator level deadly. Right? This is like next generation level deadly. Like how you gonna do what? It can even maneuver like how birds do, just to confuse the missiles. So the radar system can't really pick it up what it is.
Shield AI calls this collaborative autonomy, and it's a cornerstone of several ongoing efforts spanning from low-cost drone swarms like these to high-end collaborative combat aircraft, or drone fighters, in testing today. Up until this point, Lucas attack drones have really operated a lot like Iran's Shahed 136 and Russia's copy, the Garin 2, effectively being launched with pre-established target coordinates and then just closing with them, like any other guided weapon. Now, those same $35,000 drones will be able to cooperate and adapt to changing conditions in coordination with one another and other assets in the battlefield in real time, based on directives provided by their human operators. Or as Shield AI...
This is so scary because Shahid drones and all these drones were supposed to be answer to America's advanced tech and supposed to be answer to the America's money and technology, basically, right? So they're like, okay, America has all these things. You know what? We're going to overwhelm them. Here are a million drones. America's like, what if we take that and add our tech to it? What's going to happen then? This is what that is. Made it into precision things that can act in real time. This all becomes like high-end tech cruise missile level targeting system, right? This can be, obviously this doesn't have much of radar section. It's a small drone. On top of that, it can think now, which is a scary thing. Shahid drones and a Russian counterpart, you just set a coordinate and maybe it will hit that. Very crude, very basic. This is AI.
AI's founder, Brandon Sang, put it, HiveMind will give the Lucas drones, quote, the autonomy layer that enables teams of drones to sense, decide, and act at scale. Now, as we've covered in the past, these Lucas drones were reverse engineered from recovered Shahed 136s by an Arizona-based firm called SpectreWorks, with the simple goal at the time of creating a target surrogate meant to emulate the basic shape and performance of Shahed-style drones for American troops to practice shooting down. But once they were finished, these 10-foot-long drones with a...
Wait a minute. So America's like, oh, using it. What are you talking about? This is target practice. They want to practice how to shoot down side drones. But it turned out good enough. They're like, you know what? Fine, we'll use it as a saturation tactic. And now they're like, you know what? Let's make it into Terminator level tech. Give it AI. It will think for itself.
An 8-foot wingspan and the ability to carry 40-pound payloads over ranges of better than 500 miles. Well, that all made for a pretty darn enticing weapon system. And what followed was a rapid 12-month development and testing process that culminated in the first Lucas drones being used in combat against, ironically enough, Iran earlier this year. At 35 grand a piece, these drones come at a similar price point to Iran's original, which can range in cost from as little as 20 grand to as much as 80 grand a piece.
Even China, Iran, all that, like, wait a minute, that's not allowed. We do that. We take technology. You can't take technology. Come on.
Depending on variant. And just like that OG Shahed, Lucas drones present a complicated problem for air defenders in nations like Iran, China, and Russia, who operate air defense systems like the S-300, S-400, and HQ-9, all of which launch expensive interceptors like the 48N6 that costs around $1.3 million a piece. Now, these Lucas drones are, of course, easy pickings for those kinds of systems, but the cost-exchange ratio makes doing so pretty...
How is it easy picking, though? Isn't it small? Wouldn't it be hard to detect anyway? Isn't that like a size, like threshold? If you make it really smaller, like radar cannot just pick it up that easier? I don't know. I'm pretty sure America can make this stealthier with change of shapes here and there and on paint. You can easily make this stealthier if you wanted to.
Serious financial burden. Now, I wouldn't be doing my job as an air warfare educator if I didn't end by reminding you that despite all the media fanfare and hyperbole surrounding these kamikaze drones in recent years, they aren't really new technology. What makes them special isn't their capability set, but rather their low cost. In reality, these drones actually meet the criteria to be formally categorized as just a really crappy cruise missile. But that just doesn't sound nearly as scary in a headline, and it wouldn't drive as many clicks, so kamikaze drone became the phrase of the month. But cheap has a value of...
Of course they're not that good. If they were, America would have done it first. This is not some like, oh, gung-ho America. No, America has the money and tech. They would have done it first, but obviously it didn't fit the criteria. So somebody else did it to answer to America. Oh, how to beat American tech? Oh, you can't. So what if you overwhelm it with cheap things? That's what this is. Now America's like, okay, you know what? Let's use this for target practice. Wait a minute, we can actually use this. And money is a kind of an issue. We don't want to blow billions of dollars every single time. So how about we use it then? So there you go. Lucas is a thing now.
Of its own, especially when you combine cheap platforms like the Lucas with the very pricey AI capabilities delivered via offboard autonomy suites like HiveMind. Now, this contract was just awarded, and it isn't clear yet when we can expect to see these new AI-enabled Lucas drones actually see the fight.
There you go. See, every time I say something like, this is alien tech, and people like, how is this alien? Okay, step one side. Obviously, this is not really alien, right? But this feels like that. Because imagine hundreds of drones and all of them are connected by AI tech. And they can all do their own sensory data and make decisions. Because that's how AI works. Even though it's one AI network, it can think for every single different drone. How is this not Terminator style level shit? hive of drones, like, like this swarm of drones are coming towards you and every one of them can think and maneuver and do their thing. That's scary, man. Those are cheap and they can do their own thing and it's connected by a massive AI network. I knew it. AI is going to be like like a deadly thing in military. This is start of it. Swarm drones with AI is a start of it. Alright, well, there you go. If you like what is on, subscribe and I'll see you next time.